Well, welcome back, guys. So I am going to be bringing you the New Balance V3 More, and there is so much that I have to say about it, and I'm going to be comparing it to all the Hokas that I have ran through and giving you my general size up of why this shoe is good, why this shoe is bad, what I changed from Hoka to New Balance. All right, guys, well, welcome back. It has been a few moments since I have came to you with a good shoe. I felt kind of in a rut. I feel like last fall a lot of new shoes came out, a lot of new technology, and I felt like a lot of different things were coming out from multiple brands. And since fall, shoe brands have released their latest and greatest at the end of 2020, and then the beginning of 2021 I felt like we just kind of stayed stagnant and there wasn't much new coming to the market. So this is the New Balance More version 3, so V3. I have another video, and I will link it down below in the description box for you below, but I had a video about the New Balance More, the first version, and it was horrible. Felt like a brick, and I just felt like New Balance is out of touch with what runners want. What a joke. Sent it back, never turned back onto New Balance. Since then, over the last 18 months, New Balance has came out with Beacon, which actually came out about 2 years ago. Then they came out with the New Balance 1080, and they have gone from version 9 to 10 to 11. And I've actually gotten more and more interested as time has gone along and their technology has changed. This hits the sweet spot. The More is kind of right in between what I want with a rocker, with the cushioning, with the amount of cushioning, and just kind of the upper. So the New Balance V3 More comes in at 8.8 ounces. And it is a 38-34 with a 4 millimeter offset. So again, 38 in the heel and 34. So that's your stack height. So that's quite a bit of chunk of change. That's a lot of cushioning to have in a shoe. And when you have a lot of cushioning in a shoe, a lot of companies have taken a shoe like that and they make it somewhat narrow. Hence, like Nike, they kind of cut this area out. And for me personally, that doesn't work. I need a wider platform. When you have that much cushioning, you need a wider platform. If you're a pronator, so you roll in, or a supinator and you roll out, you have to have a wider base to be able to have that much cushioning. It's just simple physics. It doesn't work for me personally. I slightly pronate, not enough that I actually have to wear a pronation shoe, but enough that, 20 miles in, my ankles, my legs, my knees, my hips are going to feel it. And I feel like New Balance went back to, we're going to give you a lot of cushioning and it's going to feel great, but we're also going to give you that wider base. That is also something that Hoka does, is gives you kind of that wider base so that you don't have that kind of rocking and rolling and more stability for the shoe. The New Balance More comes in at 8.8 ounces, where a Hoka Clifton comes in at 8.0 ounces. I feel underfoot, and this could be because of the type or the specific run that I use these shoes for, which is usually a recovery run or after a long run. I feel like this shoe feels a little bit heavier than a Clifton. I feel like a Clifton feels lighter on my foot. So again, it's 8.8, but a Clifton's 8.0. It does feel noticeably a little bit different. So you can kind of see here in the Clifton at the 8.0 and the 8.8, they look very similar in their stack heights. They have quite a bit of cushioning. Again, they both have that wider base that I was just talking about. And they do feel similar. But like I said, there seems to be somewhat of a difference in the weight that I'm feeling. I feel like this one's just a little bit heavier. One thing that I really enjoy about the New Balance V3 More is, again, that rocker. So one thing that Hoka was taking away was, it feels as though their shoes were getting flatter and flatter and more targeted towards the everybody audience versus like a maximal shoe that had that rocker feeling. Still love a Hoka Clifton. However, I feel the rocker that the More has is more exaggerated, and I feel like I get more of that push off on my toe with the rocker and the More. Both of these kind of have a tongue, if you will, that's exaggerated, kind of grab onto that Achilles area. I feel as though the More actually gives you a little bit more stability back here in that Achilles area. It feels tighter wrapped. And a lot of the things that I'm telling you about is this one just feels more enhanced. But I also noticed, if you can see kind of here on the midsole part, it comes up higher than like a Hoka Clifton would, and I'll let you see that. You can kind of compare the two here, how it comes up. With the more it does, this midsole comes up more into your arch area, and I feel as though it gives me more stability, again, for that pronation or supination. Both sides it comes up higher, it's more pronounced. I feel this gives me more stability than a Hoka Clifton. For these recovery runs, I want some more stability because as you go longer, your legs are more fatigued. You need some of that stability, and I feel like it comes up higher, it really cradles your foot, and it feels very comfortable. One downside to the upper of this more is that it does feel hot. It does feel hot. I do feel like I get some hot spots with this upper. I feel like it could be a little bit cooler. Now with us going into fall and us going into kind of the winter months, I feel like this is going to be perfect because I like my feet to be warm when I run. You'll see here on the laces, they are very comfortable. They do have like kind of this gusseted upper part of it, and they do feel like they give you a really good lockdown, so it feels like it really locks my foot down into the shoe and I don't feel like I'm slipping whatsoever. These are extremely long shoelaces. I do not get it. I have a very narrow foot and a smaller foot. It is a longer foot, but these are incredibly long laces, and I have to tie them about 3 times so literally the loops don't fall over on the side. So cool. I'd rather have extra than not enough, but I feel like maybe knock off $5 and give us like half the lace. They seem excessively long. The tongue inside of here is gusseted. It's kind of tied down in there, but it's not like a one knit, kind of where the upper and the tongue are all together. It's very comfortable. It's padded. I do feel like maybe in the next version they can make it a little bit lighter. I feel like it's almost a little bit too much. I've been running in the New Balance V3 Moors for probably almost 3 months now, so I've really gotten my hands onto them, but it's been wearing really well. I feel like this shoe is going to last a long time. It has some kind of enhanced rubber in certain areas, so again, those kind of areas that you're going to hit more often, but I feel like it does a really good job, and I feel like this shoe is going to last a lot for $160. I feel like you're going to get your money out of it. Both of these shoes I enjoy. There is not one that I would say, oh, it's not a winner anymore, I'm not going to be using the Clifton, or I'm not going to use the V3 anymore. Here's my comparison. There's the Clifton, there's the New Balance V3 More, and then there's the Bondi. I feel this goes right in the middle of it with cushioning and comfort. With this cushioning underfoot, this is something that I'm going to be reaching for more often than I would a Clifton. So I have to make a winner, and I have to make a decision of which one I'm going to be reaching for. It's going to be this one. Like I said, this is a great shoe. I think you'll really enjoy it. I hope they come out with some new colors this fall and winter. But I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys soon. I do have some shoes now that fall is slowly approaching, and I will be bringing them to you. You guys have a good one, and don't forget to check out the New Balance V3 More. Was it that bad? Yeah. I had to yawn the whole time. I won't sit still. Yeah, I'm the one that's running around with my ball. Where's your ball?